I just finished a book that I didn't think that I was gonna make a video about. But every single moment of this book, I was presented with a conception that was foreign to me. And I don't mean just one conception in this book. I mean, every page had a different conception of reality that I've never fucking thought about. And it's very rare for a book to do that to me, because I've encountered most of the philosophies that can be presented. But Zen, I haven't really gone a whole lot into, and these ideas are staggering to me. The book is called The Face, A Time Code by Ruth Ozeki, who is an actual fiction novelist. This one is not a novel. It's an essay. It's a memoir. It's not thick. And it's not wide either. It's not a big book, which is why anyone can read it. But just because it's short and double-spaced does not mean that it's bad. It's fucking amazing is what I would call this book. Look at how we've got the front and then it folds out, the jacket, right? And the jacket's part of the actual cover and the face continues. The concept is very simple. A woman sits in front of a mirror for 3 hours and looks at her face and is writing an essay about looking at her face. That's all this book is. In fact, I could write my own response to this pretty easily. But in the reflection, you've got reflections from a foreign conception, not a foreign human being because she was born in America, but it's a Zen conception. She's a Zen priest, an ordained Zen priest in New York City. There are ideas here that I've never thought about. I've never thought about, for example, whose lips are my lips? Are they my mother's or my father's? I've never thought about that because I don't know what my mom's or my dad's lips look like. Whose nose is this? Is this my mom's or my dad's? I have no idea. Again, I've never looked at my mom's nose or my dad's nose. I don't know. Actually, I don't remember what color eyes my parents have. I don't know if either of my parents have detached earlobes. I've never paid attention to their faces. I know what their faces look like. I can imagine their faces in my head, but I don't know any of this came from either of them. I haven't looked at it. And this woman is talking about one of her eyes is her father's, and it's the Caucasian eye, and the other eye is her mother's, and it's the Asian eye, and it's more slanty, and she prefers her Caucasian eye. And one of her eyebrows is a Caucasian eyebrow. I've never thought about what my facial features are. When she was young, somebody walked up to her and asked her, "What are you?" Because she was mixed race. She was half Asian, half white. That actually reminded me of a similar moment in my own life when I was up at the Omak Stampede, which is a big rodeo up in Omak, Washington, right on the edge of the Okanagan Forest. I had been out in the sun. I was 14 years old, and when I was 14, I had a mustache. Since I'd been out in the sun, I got really tan. There were a couple of Mexican kids who walked up to me and said, "Are you white or Mexican?" And I looked at them, and I had a cowboy hat on at the time, and I was wearing a blue collared shirt, literally a blue shirt that was collared. And I turned to him, and I just put on the most Texan accent I could, and I said, "I'm white." And the kid's just like, "All right." And then they turned around and walked away. I never thought about that moment until reading this. And the moment that she had, "What are you?" Except that "what are you" happened all throughout her life, I assume, because that's why she wrote about it. That singular moment in my life is not something that I've thought about a lot. I've also not thought about why I get upset when celebrities age. I used to think it was because I didn't want time to happen. And maybe that still is part of it. But I never thought about the fact that I may actually think that I own the image of this celebrity's face, or this porn star's face, even. I own their face in this digital media, and I want to keep it in that shape forever. I never fucking thought about that. I knew, and I have known my whole life, that porn is an objectification gaze. I've never really cared because sexuality. But I'm gonna think a little bit more about the past and the future in face, in a human face, because time happens. And there's a concept in here called wabi-sabi, another concept that I've never heard of. And the word wabi means proud and also lonely. And the word sabi comes from sabiru, which means to become desolate, and is also the homonym for the word rest. So the way that I think of it is beautiful rust. I've never thought that when I look in the mirror at my own face, I might be looking at a mask. A mask that I wear to lie to myself about my own face. I don't know what that lie would be. What lie am I telling myself? What mask am I wearing? I've never read an essay ever in my life and been inspired to write an essay in response, but this makes me want to do this. I've got a little small mirror over there that's just big enough for my torso, and I'm gonna set it up tomorrow for 3 hours, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna respond in my own way to my own face and to Ruth. And I don't know, maybe I'll send it to Restless. Needless to say, this is a 5-star fucking book. It is a beautiful read. Anyone can read it, and I recommend it to everyone. Everyone. I'm gonna send you a copy if you don't have one, because it's only $9.99, and I got it on sale for $5. Seriously, I don't have any more words other than beautiful, moving, powerful, inspiring, literally inspiring, because I'm gonna write my own response to this. I'm gonna do the exercise, the practical exercise that is in this book, and I'm gonna think about Zen. I'm gonna think about wabi-sabi and the 3 disciplines of Zen, which are suffering and the other 2. I'm gonna think about my Americanness. I'm gonna think about which half is which half. I've never thought about that before. I've never thought of myself as anything but a compendium of an infinity. I've never thought about myself as actually like literally half Irish, half Basque, or half Irish, half Basque. I've never thought about that. I'm gonna think about my face in a whole different light now. And I want to read everything that Ruth Ozeki has ever fucking written. Because if this short book that I read in an afternoon, if this has so much profundity, I wonder what one of her novels is gonna do to me. I wonder how long I'm gonna be out of fucking commission thinking about what I read in one of her novels. Well, until next time, I'll leave you with an Irish blessing. May the roads rise to greet you, and may the winds always be at your back. Sláinte a Seara. Mahalo.